set against the backdrop of Cold War tensions. One iconic scene in From Russia with Love required creative decisions that highlighted the production's dedication to visual perfection. An actress who played a significant role in the film found herself facing unexpected challenges. Despite possessing notable talent and screen presence, it was deemed that certain aspects of her appearance did not adequately convey the seduction and allure required for her character during a pivotal moment. As a result, the filmmakers opted to employ a double to portray the more intimate scenes, ensuring that every detail aligned with the vision of an ultimate Bond girl. This decision underscored the meticulous approach taken by director Terrence Young and producers Albert R. Broccoli and Harry Saltzman, who were committed to maintaining the high standards set by the franchise. By using a double, they aimed to create a seamless visual experience that would engage audiences and elevate the film's suspenseful narrative. The effort to perfect the portrayal of attraction and danger reflects the greater themes of espionage and seduction that are central to the Bond series, illustrating the lengths to which the team was willing to go to achieve their artistic goals.
Let's just say that Istanbul's a rough town. Let's see how Tanya's map of the Russian consulate.
Filming for From Russia with Love took place in various locations, primarily in Turkey and at Pinewood Studios in England. The production faced challenges, running over both budget and schedule. The team worked diligently to meet the tight deadline for its release in October 1963. Despite these difficulties, the film emerged as a significant success. It earned over $78 million worldwide, making it one of the highest-grossing films of its time. Critics praised the film for its engaging plot, strong performances, and impressive action sequences. Many fans and film experts consider it one of the best entries in the James Bond series. The combination of exotic locations and a compelling story helped solidify its place in cinematic history. The film's success not only boosted the franchise, but also set a high standard for future Bond films, influencing the direction of action and spy genres for years to come.
Visa, please. Your clock, is it correct?
The plot involves Spectre's intricate plan to steal a decoder that can unlock Russian state secrets. James Bond, portrayed by Sean Connery, is tasked with thwarting this scheme. He must outsmart the cunning and ruthless Rosa Klebb, who is determined to eliminate him. As Bond navigates through a web of deception, he finds himself caught in a trap set by Spectre, which adds tension and excitement to the story. This film introduces several key elements that would become staples of the Bond series. It features a thrilling pre-title sequence that sets the tone for the adventure ahead. The character of Blofeld is introduced, establishing a recurring antagonist for future films. Bond is equipped with a secret weapon gadget, showcasing the clever technology that fans have come to expect. A helicopter sequence adds to the action, providing a dramatic visual spectacle. Additionally, the film includes a memorable theme song with lyrics, enhancing the overall experience. The end credits feature the iconic line, "James Bond will return," leaving audiences eager for more adventures. The combination of espionage, action, and memorable characters solidifies From Russia with Love as a classic in the Bond franchise. In the film From Russia with Love, there were notable uncredited roles and casting changes that contributed to its legacy. Anthony Dawson, who had previously portrayed Professor Dent in Dr. No, took on the role of Blofeld in this sequel. However, his performance was altered in post-production, as his lines were redubbed, and he was credited with a question mark, leaving audiences to speculate about his character's identity. This creative decision added an air of mystery to the character, which was fitting for the secretive world of espionage depicted in the film. Additionally, Desmond Llewellyn stepped into the role of Major Boothroyd, a character who would later become known as Q, the quartermaster who provides Bond with his gadgets. Llewellyn replaced Peter Burton, who had played the role in Dr. No. Llewellyn's portrayal of Q became iconic, and he continued to play the character for many years, remaining in the role until his death in 1999. This casting change solidified Llewellyn's place in the Bond franchise, as he became synonymous with the character and contributed to the series' charm and appeal. The decisions made regarding casting and character portrayal in From Russia with Love not only shaped the film itself, but also had lasting effects on the James Bond series as a whole. The blend of familiar faces and new talent helped to create a rich tapestry of characters that audiences would come to love. The The film's legacy is marked by these choices, which added depth and intrigue to the story.
Hydrate. Quick but mild.
And?
Take it easy, 007.
Daniela Bianchi, who was the runner-up in the 1960 Miss Universe pageant, was selected to portray the character of Tatiana in the film From Russia with Love. Her beauty and poise made her a fitting choice for the role, which required a blend of charm and intrigue. However, her original lines were redubbed by British stage actress Barbara Jeffert. This decision was made to ensure that the character's voice matched the sophisticated and polished image that the filmmakers wanted to project. One of the most memorable scenes in the film is when James Bond, played by Sean Connery, discovers Tatiana in his hotel bed. This particular scene was not only pivotal to the plot, but also served as Bianchi's screen test. The chemistry between Bond and Tatiana was essential for the film's success, and this scene became a benchmark for future Bond actors and Bond girls. The screen test showcased Bianchi's ability to embody the character's allure and complexity, setting a standard for the franchise. The impact of this scene and the casting choice of Bianchi contributed significantly to the film's legacy in the Bond series.
I did not know anything like Karim's death would happen.
In the film From Russia with Love, Tatiana's mention of her ballet training during her first scene with Kleb is a nod to the real-life background of actress Daniela Bianchi. Bianchi was not only a talented actress, but also had a strong foundation in ballet, which added depth to her character. This reference enriches the narrative, connecting her character's grace and poise to her actual skills. Additionally, Robert Shaw's portrayal of the villain Red Grant required some creative adjustments during filming. Shaw, who had a different physical appearance than Sean Connery, had to stand on a wooden crate to match Connery's height. This was necessary because Shaw was shorter and had blonde hair, which contrasted with Connery's darker features. The filmmakers wanted to maintain a consistent visual dynamic between the two characters, ensuring that their interactions were believable and engaging. These behind-the-scenes details highlight the effort that went into creating a compelling cinematic experience, showcasing the dedication of the cast and crew in bringing the story to life.
Instance, I cannot tell. Perhaps if he was kind and kulturny.
During the filming of From Russia with Love, director Terrence Young faced a significant challenge when he survived a helicopter crash. Despite the severity of the incident, he demonstrated remarkable resilience by continuing to direct the film with his arm in a sling. This determination not only showcased his commitment to the project, but also inspired the cast and crew to push through the difficulties of production. One of the most memorable sequences in the film is the brutal train fight scene between James Bond and the villain Donald Grant. This intense confrontation took an impressive 3 weeks to film, highlighting the dedication and effort put into creating a realistic and thrilling experience for the audience. Most of the stunts were performed by the actors themselves, which added to the authenticity of the fight. The choreography of the scene was meticulously planned, ensuring that each movement conveyed the tension and danger of the encounter. The combination of Young's direction and the actors' commitment resulted in a fight scene that remains iconic in the James Bond series.
Any more in the other case?
Pedro Armendariz faced a challenging time while filming From Russia with Love. He was terminally ill with cancer, yet he accepted the role to ensure financial security for his wife. Despite his illness, he completed filming, showcasing his dedication to his craft and his family. His performance in the film is memorable, and it stands as a testament to his talent and resilience during a difficult period in his life. In a different context, President John F. Kennedy had a personal connection to the story. He listed the novel From Russia with Love as one of his top 10 favorite books. This highlights the cultural significance of the story during that era. The film adaptation was particularly special to him, as it was the last movie he watched in a private screening at the White House. This connection between the film, the novel, and a prominent historical figure adds layers of meaning to the work, making it not just a cinematic experience, but also a part of the cultural and political landscape of the time.
Officer to come in, please.
Q Branch has put together a smart-looking piece of luggage.
The fight scene between the gypsies in From Russia with Love stands out as one of the film's most memorable moments. Martine Beswick and Eliza Gur, who portrayed the fighting gypsies, brought a fierce energy to their roles. Their off-screen rivalry added an extra layer of authenticity to the fight, making it feel more intense and real. The tension between them translated into their performances, creating a classic scene that audiences still remember fondly. Director Terence Young made a notable decision regarding the portrayal of Daniela Bianchi's legs. He felt that her legs did not meet his standards of what he considered sexy for the camera. As a result, he opted to use a stand-in for the leg scenes, ensuring that the visual appeal aligned with his vision for the film. This choice highlights the meticulous attention to detail that Young applied to every aspect of the production. The combination of the fierce gypsy fight and the careful selection of Bianchi's leg shots contributed to the film's lasting impact and popularity among fans of the James Bond series.
I'll be there in an hour.
I'll tell him. Hey, you're old.
The film is considered a great Bond movie and one of the director's favorites. Released in 1963, From Russia with Love is the second film in the James Bond series, featuring Sean Connery as the iconic British secret agent. The movie is known for its thrilling plot, which revolves around a Soviet consulate clerk who is entangled in a deadly game of espionage. The film showcases a blend of action, romance, and intrigue, making it a standout in the series. The director, Terence Young, infused the film with a sense of realism and sophistication that resonated with audiences. The cinematography captures the beauty of locations like Istanbul and the tension of the Cold War era. The film also introduced memorable characters, including the formidable villain Rosa Klebb and the charming Bond girl Tatiana Romanova. The action sequences are well crafted, with a mix of hand-to-hand combat and high-stakes chases. The film score, composed by John Barry, adds to the suspense and excitement. Overall, From Russia with Love is celebrated not only for its engaging story, but also for its influence on the spy genre, solidifying James Bond's place in cinematic history.
Yes, it sounds very nice. Make that 3 of those, will you?
Oui, monsieur.
From Russia with Love, a cinematic tour de force in the Bond franchise released in 1963, From Russia with Love stands as the second installment in the iconic James Bond series, building upon the foundation established by its predecessor, Dr. No. Directed once again by Terence Young, the film takes audiences on a thrilling journey from the bustling streets of Istanbul to the romantic canals of Venice, all while intertwining espionage, deception, and romance. Sean Connery returns to embody the charming and roguish secret agent, James Bond. Connery's portrayal is widely recognized as a perfect fit for the role, exuding a charisma and sophistication that set the benchmark for all future interpretations of the character. His ability to balance wit and determination lends an undeniable appeal to Bond, making him a compelling figure as he navigates a world filled with danger and intrigue. Connery's performance, though praised for its allure, has prompted some critics to argue that it occasionally lacks the emotional depth that would come to characterize later portrayals of the character. At the heart of the narrative is Bond's mission to retrieve a cryptograph machine from the Russians, with the understanding that Spectre, an organization intent on eliminating him, holds the strings. The film's central plot unravels a complex web of loyalties, betrayals, and hidden agendas, underscoring the intelligence and cunning required of a spy in a tense Cold War atmosphere. The darkly ambitious plans of Spectre, led by the formidable Rosa Klebb, played with chilling brilliance by Lotte Lenya, create a palpable sense of dread. Her portrayal is notable for embodying a villain who is both ruthless and shrewd, capturing the audience's attention and adding an essential layer of menace to the story. Alongside Klebb is the imposing antagonist Grant, portrayed by Robert Shaw. Critics and audiences alike commend Shaw for delivering a memorable performance, showcasing a blend of athleticism and psychological manipulation that poses a real threat to Bond. His character's pursuit of Seven underscores the cat and mouse game that forms the backbone of the film's escalating tension. Daniela Bianchi stars as Tatiana Romanova, the quintessential Bond girl who adds both beauty and complexity to the plot. While her character initially appears to be a classic femme fatale, her involvement transcends mere romantic interest as her motivations and loyalties are gradually unveiled. This depth has led some viewers to appreciate her narrative arc, viewing her as more than just a love interest, while others feel that she remains somewhat overshadowed by the charismatic presence of Connery. The film also marks the first appearance of Q, played by Desmond Llewellyn, albeit under the designation Major Boothroyd. This introduction of the gadgets and gizmos that would become a hallmark of the series is welcomed by fans and adds a playful, inventive edge to Bond's operational style. The dynamic between Bond and Q introduces a level of humor that balances the film's more intense sequences. Visually, From Russia with Love is a treat. The cinematography captures both the vibrant culture of Istanbul and the haunting beauty of Venice, immersing viewers in an alluring world that sparks wanderlust. The famous gypsy camp scene and thrilling train encounters stand out as unforgettable moments, combining action with rich visuals that speak to the era's production values. However, the movie is not without its criticisms. Some reviewers have pointed out pacing issues, feeling that certain segments may drag or fail to maintain the gripping momentum found in other entries within the franchise. Furthermore, despite the film's engaging premise, opinions diverge on the film's handling of its romantic subplots, with some finding the chemistry between Connery and Bianchi lacking in heat, while others argue it reflects the era's portrayal of romance and spy narratives. In conclusion, From Russia with Love solidifies its place as a classic within the James Bond series, expertly combining elements of espionage, adventure, and romance. Connery's adept performance, complemented by a well-crafted narrative and engaging supporting characters, leaves an enduring impact on audiences. Critics commend its sophisticated storytelling and character development, even as they highlight certain limitations in pacing and emotional depth. Overall, the film is a quintessential entry in the Bond canon, offering a captivating experience that continues to resonate with both longtime fans and newcomers alike. As the credits roll on our thrilling journey through the Cold War in From Russia with Love, an air of intrigue lingers. The espionage and adventure may have reached their conclusion, but the stories do not end here. Behind the enigmatic characters and high-stakes drama, the real lives of the cast beckon your curiosity. What became of the brilliant actors who brought these iconic roles to life? And how did their experiences in the film shape their futures? From the suave Sean Connery, who defined a generation's vision of James Bond, to the captivating Daniela Bianchi, their paths unfolded in unexpected and often remarkable ways. Join us as we delve deeper into the fates of these talented stars. Discover the surprising turns in their careers, the personal triumphs, and the challenges they faced after stepping off the silver screen. Stay with us for this captivating bonus segment. Their stories may be just as thrilling as the film itself. Vladek Sheybal portrayed Kronstein, the calculating master strategist of Spectre, in the 1963 film From Russia with Love. His performance was marked by a cold intensity, embodying a character with a sharp mind and ruthless ambition. Sheebal's Kronstein stands out for his cerebral approach, which contrasts with the often brute force tactics of other villains. His portrayal adds a layer of intrigue to the film, positioning him as a chilling figure who manipulates events from behind the scenes. After From Russia with Love, Sheybal continued his career in acting, appearing in various films and television shows. However, he faced personal hardships, including struggles with typecasting due to his strong screen presence. His life was shadowed by the impacts of the Cold War, having fled from Poland to the West, a journey that left scars on his psyche. In the 1970s, he experienced financial difficulties that led him to return to theater work to sustain himself. In his later years, Sheybal lived a reclusive life, staying out of the spotlight. Details about his final years remain sparse, and he has not made notable public appearances for decades. It was rumored that he lived in the United Kingdom, dedicating time to painting, a passion he developed alongside acting. As of now, there is little concrete information about his whereabouts or life beyond the stage and screen, leaving a mysterious allure around his final days.
Complications. One of the Russian security men, Benz. He watches the airports and the stations.
Desmond Llewellyn portrayed the iconic role of Q, also known as Boothroyd, in the 1963 film From Russia with Love. His character brought a blend of wit and technical prowess to the James Bond franchise, providing Seven with gadgets that became synonymous with the series. Llewellyn's portrayal of Q established him as an enduring figure in the world of espionage cinema, characterized by his sharp tongue and dry humor. Outside of his acclaimed role, Llewellyn faced significant personal challenges. In the 1990s, he dealt with the death of his wife, prompting a period of intense grief and reflection. This hardship was closely followed by a car accident in 1999 that resulted in severe injuries, further complicating his later years. Despite recovering, Llewellyn remained haunted by the loss and the pressures of maintaining his public persona. He continued to act in various roles, but rarely stepped outside the shadow of Q. Desmond Llewellyn passed away in 1999, leaving a legacy deeply intertwined with the Seven franchise. His absence is felt keenly among fans, who remember him as the quintessential agent of innovation in Bond's world. Last known reports indicate that he remains a beloved figure, with tributes honoring his contributions to both film and television. Lotte Lenya's role as Rosa Klebb in the 1963 film From Russia with Love marks a chilling moment in cinema history. Portraying a ruthless and cunning antagonist, Lenya brought a depth of complexity to the character that left a lasting impression. Her performance showcased not just Klebb's treachery, but an underlying fragility, reflecting Lenya's own tumultuous life experiences. Born in 1888 in Vienna, Lenya faced significant challenges throughout her career. She was married to noted composer Kurt Weill, which linked her closely to the avant-garde music scene, but their relationship was fraught with tensions that stemmed from their artistic ambitions and personal struggles. The rise of Nazism forced her to flee Europe, leaving behind both her career and homeland, which deeply affected her mental state. In later years, Lenya faced financial difficulties and loneliness, compounded by the absence from the stage she loved. Scandals of her youth haunted her, including rumors of her relationships with various powerful figures. In the end, Lotte Lenya remained a powerful symbol of resilience, continuing to perform right up until her passing in 1981. Her enigmatic spirit lives on in the characters she portrayed and the legacy she left in film and theater.
I suppose that would depend on the man.
Sensible answer. This man for
In the 1963 film From Russia with Love, Bernard Lee portrayed the iconic role of M, the head of MI6. His performance was pivotal in establishing the tone of authority and seriousness that defined the Bond films. Lee's interpretation of M combined a stern demeanor with underlying warmth, presenting the character as both a mentor and a figure of power. This role firmly entrenched him in cinematic history, showcasing the complexities of espionage leadership. Beyond this career highlight, Bernard Lee faced personal struggles throughout his life. After the death of his beloved wife, he retreated from public appearances, grappling with grief that left a scar on his spirit. The pressures of fame and tragedy mirrored the dark undertones of his characters and career. Even as he continued to work in theater and television, the shadow of loss followed him. His health began to decline in the mid-1970s when he battled cancer, which ultimately took his life in 1981. Despite his fading presence in the spotlight, Lee's impact on the world of film and the art of performance remains enduring. The quiet complexities of his life reflect both the highs and lows of a dedicated actor. Last known information surrounding him recalls his legacy, still revered by fans and industry peers.
Well, obviously it's a threat. And the bait is a cipher machine, a brand new Lector.
A Lector, no less.
Martine Beswick portrayed Zora in the 1963 film From Russia with Love, where she delivered a striking performance as a deadly and seductive character. Her role is often remembered for its mix of allure and danger, encapsulating the essence of a femme fatale in the spy genre. Beswick's portrayal contributed to the film's legacy, making Zora an unforgettable part of the Bond universe. Following her appearance in the film, Beswick's career branched into various genres, including horror and adventure. Notable works included her roles in 1,000,000 Years BC and the horror classic Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde. However, her career did not follow a steady path. Beswick faced personal hardships throughout her life, including struggles with typecasting and the challenges of maintaining a career in an industry often unforgiving to women as they age. Beswick's life has included periods fraught with public scrutiny. One of the most talked about incidents was her tumultuous relationship with actor Charles Bronson, which garnered significant media attention. Despite her successes, the pressures of Hollywood led her to step back from the spotlight several times to find solace in her personal life. As of the latest updates, Martine Beswick remains a beloved figure among film enthusiasts, often attending conventions celebrating classic films and engaging with fans about her storied career. Her journey reflects not just the highs of cinematic glamour, but also the shadows that lurked behind the scenes, representing the duality of fame.
What is your plan?
Explain it better on a map. All right?
Anthony Dawson portrayed the enigmatic Ernst Blofeld in the 1963 film From Russia with Love, embodying a character shrouded in mystery and menace. His brief appearance left a lasting impression, setting the tone for one of cinema's most notorious villains. This role showcased his ability to evoke fear and intrigue, contributing to the film's tension and complexity. Dawson's performance was marked by a chilling calmness, cleverly crafting a character that became central to the James Bond franchise. Born in 1916, Dawson faced personal and professional struggles throughout his life. After his groundbreaking role as Blofeld, he continued working in film and theater, but often found himself overshadowed by his brief but impactful performance. A significant personal challenge was his battle with alcoholism, which affected his later years. Despite the demons he faced, Dawson remained dedicated to acting, appearing in various roles, including the iconic horror film Black Sunday. In his later life, Dawson remained largely out of the limelight, a shadow of the enigmatic figure he once portrayed. Reports indicate that he continued to live in England until his passing in 1992, leaving behind a legacy marked by complexity both on and off the screen. His role as Blofeld remains a testament to his talent, forever entwined with the dark allure of espionage and betrayal.
Call him.
Eunice Gayson portrayed Sylvia Trench in the 1963 film From Russia with Love, capturing attention as the alluring yet mysterious femme fatale. Sylvia Trench presented a complex character, embodying both seductive charm and a sense of danger, paving the way for iconic Bond women. Gayson's performance, marked by confidence and depth, set a precedent for future portrayals in the franchise. After her role in the Bond series, Gayson's career waned, leaving her to navigate the challenges of being typecast. Throughout her life, she faced personal hardships, including the death of her beloved brother and a divorce that took a toll on her mental health. She battled the shadows of fading fame, turning to theater and television with mixed success. In later years, Gayson found solace in her love for classic cars and often participated in vintage vehicle shows. Her unique charm remained evident as she shared stories from her past in interviews. The most recent updates indicate that Gayson passed away in June 2023, leaving behind a legacy that influenced many in the film industry. Her life reflected both the glitter and gloom that can accompany fame.
As an ablution fountain, it contains 1,000 liters of...
Lois Maxwell's portrayal of Miss Moneypenny in the 1963 film From Russia with Love marked a defining moment in her career. Her character became a symbol of charm and strength within the male-dominated world of James Bond. Maxwell's nuanced performance brought depth to a role that was both professional and emotionally layered, accentuating the longing and complexity of Miss Moneypenny's relationship with Bond. She appeared in 14 films, creating a legacy that would remain iconic. After the Bond series, Maxwell faced personal challenges. She struggled with typecasting and attempted to break free from the Moneypenny image. Over the years, she dealt with the loss of her second husband, which sent her into a deep depression. There were whispers of financial troubles as she sought to maintain her status in a transitioning industry. In her later years, she relocated to Australia, finding solace in a more private life. She continued to act occasionally, but her health began to decline. In 2007, she passed away from cancer, leaving behind a rich legacy as an enduring icon of espionage cinema. Her journey remains a mixture of glamour and personal strife, reflecting the complexities of an actress navigating fame and loss. Daniela Bianchi's portrayal of Tatiana in the 1963 film From Russia with Love was striking and enigmatic. As a beautiful and complex character caught in the web of espionage, she carried an aura of both innocence and danger. Her performance captivated audiences, but it also typecast her in similar roles throughout her career. Post From Russia with Love, Bianchi struggled to break free from the Bond girl image, leading to diminished opportunities in Hollywood. In her personal life, Bianchi faced challenges that were often hidden behind her glamorous facade. She married and divorced fellow actor Richard Harrison, and the marriage faced intense media scrutiny. Bianchi later shared how the relentless attention from fans and the press was overwhelming, compounding her struggles with anxiety and self-doubt. In the years following her acting career, she distanced herself from the spotlight, choosing a quieter life, primarily in Italy. Daniela Bianchi has recently remained largely out of the public eye, living a private life away from the cameras. Last known information about her indicates a continued desire to maintain this seclusion, reflecting on the dark complexities of fame that shaped her journey. Sean Connery's portrayal of James Bond in the 1963 film From Russia with Love defined the essence of the character for generations. His charisma, confidence, and rugged charm captured audiences, while embodying a secret agent's cold efficiency and underlying vulnerability. This role firmly established him as the quintessential Seven, and set high standards for future interpretations of the character. Following his Bond tenure, Connery faced a complex career marked by both critical acclaim and controversy. He received significant recognition for acclaimed films such as The Untouchables and Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade. However, Connery's life was not without challenges. He faced public scrutiny, particularly for his controversial remarks about violence against women. Despite his success, he battled personal demons, including a turbulent marriage with actress Diane Cilento and estrangement from his son Jason for years. In his later life, Connery retreated from public view, spending time quietly in the Bahamas and Scotland. He passed away on October 31, 2020, leaving behind a rich legacy and a complicated personal narrative.
Capital of State Security, Tatiana Romanova.
Come in.
Pedro Armendariz portrayed Kerim Bey, a complex character in the 1963 film From Russia with Love. As the Turkish secret agent, he embodied loyalty, intelligence, and a certain darkness that added depth to the story. His charisma and strong presence left a lasting impression, making him a memorable figure within the James Bond franchise. Armendariz's life was marked by personal and professional challenges. Born in Mexico in 1912, he faced political upheaval during his early years. His career flourished in the 1940s and 1950s, but he struggled under the pressures of an industry dominated by typecasting, frequently being relegated to roles that capitalized on his ethnic background. In the late 1960s, Armendariz faced a devastating diagnosis of cancer, leading to an emotional decline. His health deteriorated, affecting both his personal life and his career. Despite his contributions to cinema, his last years were shadowed by pain and hardship. He eventually took his own life in 1963, a tragic end for a talented actor. Today, information about his legacy continues to resonate, illustrating the complex relationship between fame and personal turmoil.
I found this letter. It's from her.
Robert Shaw's portrayal of Donald Grant in From Russia with Love remains one of the most chilling performances in the Bond franchise. His character, a skilled assassin, embodies a cold ruthlessness that captivates viewers. Shaw's intensity gave Grant a depth that transcended typical villainy as he navigates the shadows of Cold War intrigue. This role showcased Shaw's ability to infuse complexity into characters, making him a sought-after actor. Following the film, Robert Shaw faced personal demons that haunted him throughout his life. He struggled with alcoholism, a battle that overshadowed his achievements. While he continued acting in notable projects like Jaws and The Sting, the pressures of fame compounded with addiction took a toll. His marriage to actress Mary Orr ended in heartbreak, culminating in her tragic death in 1975. He experienced tumultuous relationships, financial difficulties, and a turbulent lifestyle. As the years passed, Shaw's legacy grew, but the battles he fought remained hidden beneath his public persona. He died in 1978 at the age of 51, leaving behind a complex narrative of triumph and turmoil. The last known details of his life highlight a man who was both brilliant and deeply flawed, embodying the duality of a Hollywood star.
I want to thank you for everything. And signal the office on our way back, will you? What was that?
As we reflect on the impact of From Russia with Love, it's clear this film left a mark many of us still cherish. With Sean Connery stepping into the iconic role of James Bond, he set the standard for action heroes. This movie was more than just thrilling espionage. It showed us the tension of the Cold War era, where espionage was at its peak and trust was a rare commodity. The challenges faced by the cast, many of whom had to navigate their fame while dealing with the pressures of the industry, shaped their careers in ways they never expected. For those who grew up watching this classic, it likely inspired many memories of family movie nights or secret agent fantasies. Did you catch it on television during its first run? Or maybe at a drive-in theater? We're curious about your experiences. What moments or feelings does this film bring back for you? Share your childhood memories and connection to From Russia with Love in the comments below. We would love to hear your stories.
About 3 years.
Interesting work.
Yes, sometimes.